I was in school, and we had a new student. She was very shy, but I understand. I was very shy, too, my first day. At snack time, I looked at her, but she was not at her seat. I looked around and saw her sitting in a corner of the room. "What's your name?" I asked her. "Mary," she said in a very low voice. "Hi, Mary," I said politely. "What are your hobbies?" I asked. "I want to be alone," she said. "Okay," I said. "Anyways, what do you do in your free time?" I asked again. "I just want to be alone," she said. "Okay then, bye," I said, still trying my best to be friends with her by talking to her. And she looked really pissed, so I tried to talk more kindly to her. At lunchtime, I was eating with my friends. I didn't see Mary anywhere in the cafeteria. Maybe she was full. "I'll go get my water in the classroom," my friend said, and left. We waited for him because he didn't finish his lunch yet. "I'll go call him," Amy said. We waited for her again, and she didn't come back. "What is taking them forever?" "Maybe there was something that caught their attention," Leach said. I waited for her, but she still didn't come back. I went to go check on them, and when I went outside the cafeteria, I didn't see any crowd or something. When I looked at our classroom from afar, something red caught my attention. I went closer to that classroom and noticed that it was blood. I screamed. I screamed as loud as I can in the classroom with their dead bodies of my friends and some of my classmates. Who could have killed them? At least there were still some of my classmates in the cafeteria alive. Suddenly, I felt someone covering my mouth from screaming. Then I blacked out. I woke up in a dark room. I tried to move, but I noticed that I was tied. And suddenly, I heard a faint giggle, and it was growing louder and louder. "Well, well, well, look who's here," a creepy voice said. But it was a little squeaky, though, like Pinkie Pie's voice in My Little Pony. The light flickered. I saw a girl wearing a mask standing near the light switch. She slowly opened her mask, and it appears to be Mary. "Didn't I say I wanted to be left alone?" she said, with the creepy yet squeaky voice. "Mary, what do you want from me?" I asked. "Nothing. Well, there was something you shouldn't have done before, but I guess it's too late," she said and giggled. "What is it? What was the thing I shouldn't have done?" I asked her. "All I wanted was peace and quiet, just that. But you people kept annoying me," she said. "I am very sorry. Just please tell me what you were going to do to me," I replied. "It's a surprise," she said. Suddenly, I blacked out. I woke up in the same room. What's different in that? There was a table with a blanket covering it, which I didn't see a while ago. I saw Mary walking outside the darkness. She removed the blanket from the table. What was on the table made my heart sink. There was sharp tools like chainsaws, knives, hammers, and more. "I'm glad you're awake early. Now we can start earlier," she said. Mary placed a black blindfold to cover my eyes. "Now, you don't have to vomit like your friends who vomited when they saw their blood spilling out," she said. "I honestly cannot see a thing." I felt a knife peeling my skin slowly. I screamed and I cried, "Shh, keep it down." She said, "Scold me," with a chop of a butcher knife in my arm. She continued her work. I silently cried. I felt all the torture They were all painful. Now for the finale, she said. I suddenly heard a chainsaw sound. I cried even more when the chainsaw is tearing every last piece of me. Before I blacked out, the last thing I heard was, I just wanted to be alone.